Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios. My name is Alison and today on Tonic Tuesday I'm going to share with you how to make the Easter egg, the bunny and the chick from our new kit. Right, let's start. I'm going to start with the basics for the bunny because the bunny and the Easter egg start off exactly the same. So, these are the shapes you're going to need to cut first of all. So you're going to need 4 hexagons, 4 of the small base, not 4, sorry, 6 of the small base, 6 of the large top, 2 of the large hexagons, 2 of the medium hexagons and a hinge. So that is our starting point. So we'll start making the top first, I think. So take your large piece, fold your tabs top and bottom, give them a good crease, then take your precision glide tool or a bone folder or anything similar to pop a curve into your shape. Then pop in the little tabs on the side. Okay, so we are going to take the smaller of the 2 hexagons and this is going to join. I'm going to pop it underneath for now and these will all join around the top. Okay, so we can have one underneath, one on top to keep it all nice and clean and tidy. So a little bit of glue and then I've got the reverse side of this and the top side of the hexagon and just pop that together. Then we're going to work around the hexagon, add in all these shapes. So I've curved all my other shapes and folded the tabs just to save a little bit of time. So again, a little bit of glue on the tab and work your way. Oh, wrong way for my glue as well. Pop it underneath. Try and tuck your circular tabs. Keep them on the inside. Oh, because that is where you're going to want to glue them after. And I'm not being very kind to my glue again, am I? Let's do it flat on the counter, I think. It may be a little bit easier. There we are, hopefully you can see there. It's a bit cold in here today, so maybe my glue needs a bit warming up. A little bit more glue on the next one. And just keep working around your egg or bunny, whichever you fancy making. There we are. You're lining up the crease line, the line where you folded, right on the edge of the hexagon. I could do with another pair of hands to hold today, I think. Right, I'm going to move that one just slightly because I haven't got it right on that fold. And it's going to put my egg out of shape then. So I'm going to re-glue that one. There we are, that's better. Next one. Keep all your tabs inside. I think the easiest way I found is push the shape up to the hexagon, and you know then you're on that fold edge. And the last one going in. Again, keep your tabs inside. There we are. That is my last. So we'll give that a little second just to grab, and then we're going to start building. So I'm starting on the opposite side here, so hopefully everything is glued and in place there. That one's a little bit wonky. I'm going to change that one as well. You're not going to see the top of this because I'm going to cover it. So if you have got any errors at this point, it's easy to change. There we are, just bring them up just to make sure that you're all in line. Okie dokie. Let's get all these tabs inside. Right. Pop a bit of glue on your tab. Now I found it easier to start at the bottom, so you can make sure that you're lined up and trying to get these two crease lines together in the same alignment. Give that a good pinch because this is your anchor point. Once that's held, then you can move on to doing the other tabs. Let's move that one up, Daddy. So I'm going to glue them all at the same time now. Just work up slowly, tucking the small tabs in as well, but I'm not gluing those. They are just filler tabs so we don't have any holes. Keep working up. Tucking everything in as you go. And then try and get everything lined so it's nice and even on the edge. Just going to pop that little tab in. There we are. That's it. So that's our first side joined. And then we're going to do exactly the same for the rest. So start at the bottom, make sure you're all lined up. Give a good pinch. And then work through. What are you going to be popping in these? Are these going to be your Easter gifts? Or have you got, what about an Easter egg hunt? And you hunt the bunnies? These are taking a little bit longer to hold today. Let's just pop that inside. My glue definitely doesn't like the cold. We'll just hold a couple of seconds more.
Leah will rush through this bit.
Oh, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. going to leave this all to grab now while I make the base. Give them all a good pinch. There we are. Okay, so that is the top part of the bunny or egg. The bottom is exactly the same. So I have which base did I have for that one? This one. Making sure I've got the right size. So this is the larger of the bases now. So we're going to fold the tabs on the side, on the top and bottom, sorry. And then tabs on the side. And then we're going to curl. There we are. It makes it easier when you're gluing everything together. So we're going to do exactly the same. So I've got the reverse of the base to the top. The reverse side of the base to the top side of the sides. That makes sense. Because this is going to be the inside. There we go. So we're doing exactly the same thing. You're just repeating the process. That is our base. So I'm going to pop on the extra base just to keep it all neat and tidy. There we go. Make sure we're all lined up. And then press. Okay, I'm not going to put the top on here yet. If you were making the egg, now you could put the top on. But I'm going to make the bunny out of this. So the next bit you're going to do, you're going to take one of the hexagons and it is going to go inside, to go underneath all these tabs. So the easiest way I find is take your first tab, put your glue on, take your hexagon and just press. So don't go worrying about it being inside the box. Just hold your first one in place. And it'll go right up to the edge. So where all the angles are, that is where you're lining up to. So you've got the angles here and it's straight across the top. Then pop it underneath all the tabs. It gives it a little bit more rigidity and a stronger box here. And it makes putting the hinge on easier. So I'm going to go to the tab opposite the one I've just glued and pinch that in place. So again, I'm hoping you can see I'm right up to the edge of the hexagon. so I know the others then are going to glue in place correctly. Just give it a pinch a bit longer. I'm trying to glue and hold at the same time, and it may not work. There we go. So you're creating a nice sturdy shape. Once you've got the first ones in place, the rest slot very easily. And then we've got the last two. And we can hold those together then. Last one. There we go. So that is the top of your egg or your bunny all done. So I'm going to repeat on the base. Base made. So now we need to join the two together. So we've got a hinge, and this will glue at the back. And it lines up exactly with your tabs. Take away any excess glue. Then you're going to pop the next one opposite. And you know we like to keep everything well hidden. So we're going to put 2 more hexagons on the top. So all our tabs are hidden, your hinge is secured, and you have a nice finish. Let's grab me other. Oh, we've got fine points on all our glues. There we are. There's another one. And it hasn't got that scratchy noise either. There we go. So pop that on top. Press it down all around. Press from the inside as well, to give it a good pinch. Oh, I've forgotten one thing. Where did I put them? Before I pinch this, underneath here, I am going to pop my tab. So that is all well hidden as well. Nearly forgot that. So whether you're making the egg or the bunny, if you don't want to use this tab, you can pop on a magnet. Put the magnet underneath this layer and the same on the top. There we are. So your next bit now, before I put the hexagon on the top. Am I keeping you awake, Cam? Line up your tabs, because you want the hole to be in the same place. So just bring your lid over, pop your tab on. There we go. Just going to make sure they're lined up. Not too bad. There we are. And then we can pop the other hexagon in place. Do you know, my fingers are so cold I can't pick things up.
Need Crafty gloves.
Oh, can't do that. Can't do that. There we go. Try and make sure you've got nothing overlapping at the back, because we don't want anything interfering with the hinge. There we go. There we go. So that would be our egg. But let me bring this one in. So this would be our egg. If you wanted to add those little fluty edges, they would go underneath this hexagon as well. We've popped a chicken inside as well, but if you want to know how to do that, join us for a craft along and we'll show you how to do the chicken and the egg. And then they all close together and tie in the front there. So you decorate your egg now if that's what you were making. But I thought I'd show you how to do the bunny. So I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I forgot to bring some string down with me. So I'm going to pop a little bit of tape just to hold these tabs together, because there are bits you're going to want to line up. So I'm just going to tape these together. Okay, so if we take our other bunny, look at him. Oh, he's absolutely gorgeous. So I think the best thing to start with is his tummy. So I've changed the colours a little bit. I've got a tan tummy this time. Oh. Well, I wasn't very happy, was it? There we go. Pop that on the base. So we're going right up to the line where the join is. And then we pop the other one on the top. And we want these to line up. You're going to have a little gap in the centre, obviously, because you've got a join there. But try and bring them together as much as you can. There we go. Then we're going to start on the bunny face. So I think the first thing I started with was the nose, because that's your centre of your face then, and everything else can be aligned with it. Oh dear, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Okay, so we're going to go about there, and I'm going pretty central. He's got a little bit of a quirky smile anyway. Then I'm going to pop on his whiskers. I think I'm going to give up with this.
It's very low tack tape.
It is very low tack, but when you're die cutting, that is exactly what you want. Not for holding though. Or should we put his cheeks on first? Maybe put his cheeks before his whiskers. So we have two tiny little cheeks out of the bubble gum. And we'll pop them in place. Oh, I think he's so cute. There we are. Try and get him round about the same level. Then we'll pop some whiskers on. And they kind of go... I'm cutching again, I'm sorry. Probably because it's so blinky cold. Then I've got another whisker. And then we've got two little eyes. In your set as well, there is a stamp for the face. So if you want to stamp the face on, I would suggest you do that right at the very beginning, when your die cuts are flat and then you put your face on. So I would say go slightly higher than halfway up the top with your face. So I've got two tiny eyes. You could pop these on with a crystal drop if you wanted to. You could add a little highlight. Oops. Have I got the right way now? Not sure. There we go. There's the first one. And we'll have the second one. They are a teeny tiny bit fiddly. Give them a little push into place. There we are. So there's my bunny face. I've got a tiny dicky bow then. That's going to sit, because this is black tie for my little bunny. So we pop that on. He's going somewhere very posh. Then we'll add his ears, or his ears, as I keep getting told. So I've cut my ears. I'm going to fold the tab at the end, because this is going to sit on the top there, which is why I didn't put the top hexagon on. Then we've got the inside of his ears. And we'll glue those in place. There we are. Make sure you've got the right side for these as well. Make sure the base is straight. If you've got the opposite side, you find it goes, you've got an angle at the base. There we are. And if I stick this onto the hexagon, it's ready to be stuck on top of my rabbit. Go. Bit of glue underneath here. And then that can go right on the top. Fold his ears back. Ears doesn't stay for long with me. Has to go back to ears. Then we can have his arms. I'm going to give these a little bit of a curve as well, so they kind of wrap. If I put them like that, they'll wrap around his tummy. Make sure I've got, there's a right and a left to the arms as well. So make sure you've got the right ones. I want my arms to be underneath his face, just about there. go. Make sure they're nice and lined up. I also have 2 little bunny feet. So we're going to flip these around, overlap the short ends, or the narrower ends, I mean, not shorter, they're the same length. And then we have 2 little feet. You can splay them as much as you choose, and these are going to sit on the base. So make sure you've got them the right way. Oh, I'm sorry. There we are. So there's my little feet on my rabbit. They're gorgeous. Right, the last bit for my little bunny is his tail. So it's a gorgeous little flower shape. So this could be used to decorate your rabbit as well, with little Easter flowers. So we're going to pop the tail on, just at the back, just underneath the join. There's his tail. And we've got some carrots. So I've got 2 carrots, 2 carrot tops. So I'm going to glue these together. Pop the carrot on top. There we go. Same with the other one. You could also add a little bit of shading to these because you've got some lovely pencils in your set. So a little bit of shading around the edges, around the arms, just to give a little bit more depth. So I'm going to overlap these and then we'll pop them in his hand. There we are, that's his dinner sorted. We'll bring our little rabbit in. And we'll pop these just in his hand. There we are. So that is our rabbit. I think he's gorgeous. I think he's so cute. I hope you love him as much as I do. The next bit we're going to share is the little chick. And I think he's just as adorable. Look at his face. So pretty. Right then, let's pop this glue away because it's not very happy today. It's a bit too cold. Okay, so we're doing the same thing again. The shape we need this time is, oh, let's go on the black for this. So it's almost got a little peak on the top of it and a score line on the bottom. So you're going to need, if you're doing the full chick, you're going to need 12 of these. So fold the base line outwards, give it a nice crease, and the top line inwards. So they go opposite sides. Again, give it a curl and pop your tabs in. There we go. Right, now that extra tab that we've got there, the extra triangle on the top, is what we're going to glue the next piece to. So it goes right up to the line. I know I've put my finger over it. And you can see the line is straight this end as well. So just keep going. Once the top is all dry, then we can move the tabs inside. go, so use the line that's there as a guide. And the last one then to go in. There we are, there's our last. So this time now we're going to put a little bit on that tab and a little bit on that tab. You don't need to fold this line either, it's just for guidance. There we go, and this one then should line up with both sides. If you've got a little bit too much glue, don't worry at this point because it's going to be covered. Oh, got a bit of glue on my finger there. There we go. So that is holding everything together now. Your next bit, I'm going to take the hexagon and I'm going to glue it on top of these panels, right in the centre. There we are. Now, I find it easier again to start at the base. So tuck all your little tabs in, and you're going to bring this tab on top of the triangle at the base. Do all those first before you start gluing anything else. There we are, give that a pinch. And move on to the next one. And then we will glue all the little tabs once the bottom is glued. I just found it made a better shape. There we go. Let's pop the tabs in. It almost looks like a little pith helmet to me. If you're going on safari. Oh, can press that one long enough. I don't know if you followed us for a long time, but we launched a set of animals. And Owen and Dan had a pith helmet, didn't they, looking for the animals?
Yes. I think Simon still has it.
Has he?
Yeah.
Just in case he needs to go looking for wild animals.
Yeah.
You never know.
You do sometimes walk into his office and he's just wearing it.
Okay. I just can't think why Simon wouldn't wear it, mind. Simon is fond of a headpiece, isn't he?
He sure is.
There we are. I think this one has flattened out a bit. I don't think I've given it enough curve. There we go. And the last one, this is a hard, oh, not quite the last one. Pinch that and tuck these tabs in. Should have done that first, shouldn't I? There we go. And this is your last tab. There we are. Now we're going to glue inside. So make sure all your tabs are popped upright. A little bit of glue on each. There and then press your tabs in place. And it holds this gorgeous shape then. I'm going to press the hexagon down as well, because that's curling slightly. There we are. Next one. I'm just making sure I'm pressing these little tabs in the right direction. A little bit more glue. I think I maybe cut chin again.
Okay.
I'm not putting anything on the tiny tabs, so just the bigger tabs. Next one. So that is the top or the base of our little chicken, because we have two exactly the same. So then we're going to pop the hinge in place. So a tiny bit of glue along the edge. There we are. I've done a lot of that today. There we go. And then this will glue in place. And again, you've got your little tab that you can pop on the front to close it. And these will overlap each other then. So we'll pop these tabs on, and then we can decorate our little chick. One on the top, one on the bottom. Again, close them so you know that they are in the right place. Oh, I've moved that. I don't think my top one is quite dry, that's why it's moving. There we are. To that. I don't like them there. I'll move them across. There we are, giving them a pinch together. I think I moved one. Bit of trial and error. There we are. That'll do. Bring it out a little bit, I think. And then we can tie those together. So now we need to decorate our chick. And again, let me bring this one in so you can see it. Look at that cute little face. It's just adorable. So I've got some little eyes that we can pop on. I'll abandon the tape this time. And I'm going to pop them just at a little bit. I think I turned it over. I'm going to pop it just a little bit of a quirky angle. if you've got a pair of tweezers, I would say use a pair of tweezers at this point. There we are. We've got his beak. You can pop that in place. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to deafen everybody. Hang on, make sure I got it the right way. There's his lovely little beak. Then we have some cheeks, like we had for our little bunny. Oh, I've just dropped one on the floor.
Okay, your cheek.
Ah, thank you. And we have some wings. So I'm gonna, I don't know whether, oh, I can see it. So I'm going to flip these wings out. Flick the wings out. And then it gives you a little bit of dimension then. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, darling. So we pop this other cheek on. Thank you, Cam. My saviour, my little cheek saviour. There's one wing to go there. We'll pop the other wing on the other side. I had to use a bit of the glitter card in the kit. Go, so we'll angle them slightly up. There we go. Then I've got a little curl. Look at that. That is adorable. Just a pop on the top of his head. And then I've got a base for him. So I've cut two of the other hexagons that we used for the rabbit base, the bigger ones. I have to check them. And this is going to be the base that our chick is going to stand on. So I've got 2 feet. I'm going to pop those on there. Sure that is about where my chick is going to stand. Yes, perfect. There we go. Take that glue off. And pop the other one on. And then I'm going to glue the base, and I'm going to stand this just there. So he's got a good size base to stand on. Oh, turn his feet around so he's facing the front. And there is our, oh, let me show you that way. Oh dear me, look, he's left his feet behind. Lordy, lordy. There is our gorgeous little chick. If I pop into there, you can have a little peek at him. And our bunny. So hopefully you like these, you're going to enjoy making them, and you're going to have lots of fun. Thank you for joining me today. See you again on another show. Happy crafting!